The sun is out, the crowds are thronging, and the beautiful bedlam that is Whistler is in full song. Welcome to Canada for the 6th round of the Enduro World Series. There are 300 riders on the start list for this weekend's race, but one number we won't be seeing is number 139, retired from use by the organisers in honour of the tragic loss of Will Olsen at last weekend's race in Crested, Butte. There are certainly dangers out there, but there are also so many wonders that we see through riding our bikes. And with that sentiment, we come here for the next round at Whistler, a place where so many mountain bikers have enjoyed mountain biking to its fullest. There are no end of battles that have taken place on this mountain, be it on the intimidating slopestyle course behind me, the Garbanzo downhill track, or the constant one-upmanship between friends that bring this mountain into a fervour every day. There is one man who has nothing short of owned the Enduro World Series every time it's visited this venue. We've been here twice, and twice Jared Graves has come out on top. The reigning world champion unfortunately had to sit out the start of this year with injury. Is this weekend going to be the one that sees him back on the top step? Or are we going to see yet another winner? So far we've had a different winner at each round, and 3 of those riders taking their first ever Enduro World Series win.
I didn't came at the race with a lot of confidence. I was just happy the way I rode, but didn't have any clear sign that I was fast. And when I knew I was on the lead, it pushed me to finish the day really hard. Since New Zealand, I think I struggled to find the right pace. I've been sick. In Ireland and Scotland, I couldn't express myself. I still believe in me, and I think I can do good and fight for the title at the end of the season. Yeah, being in Ireland and seeing Greg win was really good. He had a lot of pressure on his shoulder. All the crowd, once he dropped in, they went mental.
The crowd was just insane. Like through practice, everything, just you'd be pedaling up a fire road and people were just going crazy and cheering. And since I've been a child, I've always been around kind of motorbike racing and different kinds of racing, so it's always been a dream to be professional for one thing and then to be one of the best in the world. To turn professional and make it my job was just literally a dream come true. I know if I ride my best that I can be up there. It's just a matter of whether, I've missed a lot of training because I hurt my hand and my knee, so I couldn't do anything for a few weeks. I just want to do my best this weekend, and hopefully it'll put me well, Yeah, Justin's a legend. I've always looked up to him because he's always been that solid, steady rider and no dramas. He just kind of gets the job done.
Oh, it was actually pretty special, I never won a World Cup, and that was something in my downhill career that I was kind of just a little bit like miffed about. To do it in EWS is kind of like a bit of a relief, and yeah, I was really happy. I'm happy with where I'm at. Being the leader now, I feel privileged to be holding it. All going well and have some clean races. I'd love to be standing on that top spot at end of the year. So Richie, yeah, he's a beast. He's been etching at our feet, all season.
Like first round in general, Rotorua was pretty much just a mess. Scotland and Ireland, that was probably where I kind of noticed things started picking up and just felt like I was riding well. And like every round you learn more and more how to kind of just pace yourself. Come up to round 4, just having the win on that one was kind of just topped it off. It felt good as well just to kind of get the Frenchies at their home race.
So here we are in the middle of the hype and hysteria of Whistler to look at the stage map for Sunday's racing. We have 1 day of racing and 5 stages. So here we are, Whistler Village at the moment. First stage riders will be going up to Hey Bud. A little short one there, shortest of the weekend at 1.4 kilometres. And then their legs are going to be rested, and they will be thankful for that, because it's the long gondola all the way up and then the chairlift at the top of the world. And that will be the first half of stage 2, which is the second longest course of the weekend at 5.8 kilometres, which also takes in Khyber. Short little liaison round stage 3, which is Sea Colours and Puke, and then a fairly long liaison down to Creekside, and there we'll see the opening of a new lift, which will remain open from now on and give visitors to Whistler even more access to even more trails. So that'll be the 4th stage there, which takes in Dusty's Downhill, Love Canal and Boyd's, and back into the bike park for the final stage of racing, which will be the Garbanzo Downhill and the longest stage of the day at 7.7 kilometres long. Last year we saw riders absolutely knackered out by this event because of the amount of climbing. This year it's a different dynamic, far more lifts being used, and I think that's probably going to be giving us even more intense racing.